Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're going to be discussing the U.S.-Thai Treaty of Amity as well as the Foreign Business Act, or the laws regarding foreign business ownership here in the kingdom. For those who are unaware, Thailand has some rather restrictive regulations with respect to the types of business activity that foreigners can undertake in the kingdom. There are very strict regulations with respect to foreign labor in the kingdom. I'll basically leave it to other videos on this channel to explain things like Thai work permits. What we're talking about here specifically are business entities and the restriction thereof pursuant to the Foreign Business Act. The Foreign Business Act in Thailand has multiple lists of restricted activity that basically preclude foreign entities from undertaking those business activities here in the kingdom. Now, there are certain international agreements that Thailand is a party to that may supersede the Foreign Business Act, and as the title of this video suggests, the U.S.-Thai Treaty of Amity is one of those international agreements, albeit a bilateral treaty between the United States and Thailand. The agreement was signed in 1966 between His late Majesty, the King of Thailand, and the President of the United States, or I should say their plenipotentiaries here in the kingdom. I believe it was signed in Thailand and then countersigned in the United States and ratified by the U.S. Senate. The treaty is interesting because it provides national treatment to American companies operating in the kingdom, which basically allows them to sort of override the foreign business law. As a practical, to get more into the nuts and bolts of this, how is that possible? Well, Section 10 of the Foreign Business Act is rather interesting. I've translated a piece of it, and I'm paraphrasing here, so this should not be taken as like the gospel truth with respect to the law itself, but simply to provide an idea of how these two legal constructs interact here in the kingdom. Foreign nationals maintaining businesses specified in the lists attached to the Foreign Business Act by dint of treaty, which Thailand becomes a party to, or by which Thailand has previously been party to, shall be exempt from the application of the regulations of the Foreign Business Act, which restrict foreign business and will be governed by the provisions and the conditions set forth in the treaty. So basically, to paraphrase further Section 10 of the Foreign Business Act, if there's a treaty that exists, then the treaty will be the operative law with respect to that foreign business. So with respect to the U.S.-Thai Treaty of Amity, notwithstanding the restrictions under the Foreign Business Act, the Act itself, notwithstanding the presumption at law that treaties supersede statutes, which is certainly the presumption of the United States. Not being a Thai attorney myself, I should not really speculate as to that, but I believe that there's a similar type of presumption under Thai law. Notwithstanding that inherent presumption, within the Foreign Business Act itself in Section 10, they go ahead and lay out specifically that if there's a treaty obligation that exists, the Foreign Business Act doesn't operate, but instead the provisions of the treaty itself operate. Within the provisions of the U.S.-Thai Treaty of Amity itself, there are restrictions on what American companies can even do here in Thailand. A common misconception is that Amity Treaty companies can own land. I've specifically made videos on that topic before, and the answer to that question is no, they cannot own land as it is laid out in the Foreign Business Act itself. There are a lot of defense-related, national defense-related activities that are restricted from American businesses in the treaty. But by and large, for Americans, the U.S.-Thai Treaty of Amity is very beneficial because it does supersede and allows folks to sort of operate beyond the bounds of the Foreign Business Act. But even the terms of the treaty, there are still restrictions on Americans doing business here in the kingdom.